there?
At least like 11.
How real is this going back to the moon? How you doing, Lester?
Up top, boom! That's Night Court, baby.
Night Court, Tuesday.
We're watching history in the making every time we watch this show.
It was about as close to perfection as I've ever seen.
Sue right, Jake middle, me on the left.
Yeah, I knew I'd win.
Are you saying
What's
something?
really happening over there?
I think you're on mute.
There's no substitute for real gaming fun. Go where fun lives. Old Chunk Gaming Wittenberg.
You can stretch your family food budget. Call the Family Food Helpline.
Straight ahead, we're getting new information about the unidentified objects that have been flying over the U.S. We'll tell you what intelligence officials have to say.
Plus, people in Ohio dealing with the chemical aftermath of a train derailment last week. We'll tell you how they're responding.
And teachers are getting a chance to be honored by their community. We'll have the details as your local news starts right now.
News Watch 12 with Dan Hagan, Jessica Jukic, and Jeff Weller.
Good evening and welcome to News Watch 12 at 6. I'm Jessica Jukic.
And I'm Dan Hagan. 3 flying objects were shot down in as many days this weekend in North America.
Several officials close to the investigation say at least 2 of the objects had some sort of cargo. Ivan Rodriguez tells us more on why this might just be the beginning.
3 days, 3 more objects shot down by the U.S. over North America. This all after a Chinese surveillance balloon was destroyed off the coast of South Carolina last weekend.
It's very clear that at least in one instance, we've had a testing of the American and Canadian air defense systems.
On Friday, an American F-22 shot down an object over Alaskan airspace. Saturday, an unidentified object was downed over northern Canada. And Sunday afternoon, a high-altitude object was shot near Lake Huron, Michigan, all by U.S. forces. U.S. intelligence said the objects weren't manned, didn't appear to have propulsion power, and didn't pose a threat to people on the ground.
Their altitudes were considerably lower than the Chinese high-altitude balloon and did pose a threat to civilian commercial air traffic. And while we have no specific reason to suspect that they were conducting surveillance of any kind, we couldn't rule that out.
U.S. authorities will now sharpen their security focus on that lower-level airspace going forward.
They have modified the filters and the gains, as we call it, of the radar capabilities to look more discreetly at high altitude, small radar cross section, and low speed objects.
We know that lots of nation states fly drones, and at least one of these might be a drone and not a balloon. Unclear to me at this point. We will find out.
I'm Ivan Rodriguez reporting.
Let's take a look outside now. Chief Meteorologist Jeff Weller joins us. Jeff, it felt like spring today.
Sunny 40s in February. Can't beat that, right?
Definitely not, but I feel like we're going to pay for this.
Yes, some rain and snow is on the way this week. More on that shortly. But outside now here in Park Falls, look, there's a hint of daylight left. The sun sets now at 5:22. And it's getting longer and longer and longer, of course. But tomorrow, we're not going to really see this because we have a lot of cloud cover on the way tomorrow and also some rain showers tomorrow night. Now, out there right now, it's 36 in Rhinelander, 38 for Wausau, even 40 still in Wapaka and Green Bay. So we're getting our meltdown today and tomorrow and also Wednesday, meaning we have rain showers on the way tomorrow night into early parts of Wednesday morning. Lots of clear skies out there today. What a gorgeous day, right? Crystal blue skies, but there's some changes now to the west of us. There's this system there, that moisture there, and that's going to come together across our area tomorrow. We could see some locally heavy rainfall with temperatures near 40 tomorrow night into early parts of Wednesday morning. But then after that, another system gets in here on Thursday that could bring us just a little bit of snow. Our forecast ends tonight, though, we're talking about mostly clear skies and temperatures down near 25. Your full forecast is coming up. Dan and Jessica.
A 150-car freight train carrying hazardous chemicals derailed in eastern Ohio last week, and the damage is still being done. Hundreds of people were forced to evacuate, and now there are concerns of contaminated water spreading. A water utility company is enhancing its water treatment process following that derailment. West Virginia American Water is going to install a secondary intake in a nearby river in case they need to switch to a different water source. The company says there has not been a change in water quality at its Ohio River intake. Authorities are watching for long-term dangers after fish and frogs died in local streams. An 8-year-old girl died after the snowmobile she was riding struck a tree. According to the Wisconsin DNR, the crash happened in the town of Eisenstein in Price County, which is just north of Fifield. The victim was seated in front of a 39-year-old male on the snowmobile. The sled accelerated and struck a tree in the afternoon hours on Saturday. An investigation into the crash is still ongoing. The Prentice School District sent out a message on Facebook today saying the victim was a second grader in the Shawamigan School District. Prentice schools are asking that students and staff wear purple and pink tomorrow to support the family.
The Iron County, Michigan Sheriff's Office is interested in the whereabouts of a runaway child. Adriana Richards has been missing since January 31st from Long Lake, Wisconsin. Richards' grandma says the 16-year-old went missing after she was allegedly choked and cut by her boyfriend. If you have any information, contact the Iron County, Michigan Sheriff's Office. Republican legislators from across the state have sent an open letter to the DNR secretary about the DNR's proposed wolf management plan. Senator Mary Felzkowski, Representative Rob Schweringen, and 27 others are concerned with the proposed plan because it does not have a prescribed population goal. They want to set the wolf population goal to 350 wolves or less. The letter says in the summer of 2021, when the DNR approved a fall harvest quota, which prompted lawsuits from special interest groups. They're now asking the DNR to set a population goal so that they can avoid future lawsuits. Right now, there's an estimated 1,000 wolves in Wisconsin.
Nominations are being accepted for the 2023 Golden Apple Awards.
The Golden Apple Awards are presented by local nonprofit, the Rhinelander Partners in Education, or Rhinelander Pie. Rhinelander Pie is asking the public to nominate their favorite educator in Rhinelander area schools. The online form asks how each educator demonstrates his or her ability to accommodate different learning styles, how he or she connects learning to the world, and how he or she demonstrates professionalism.
So we seek nominations for these awards from anyone. You could be a student, you could be a parent or a coworker. If you think that an educator is outstanding, we hope that you nominate them.
Nominating an educator is easy and can be done on the Rhinelander Pie website. Paper forms are also available at school offices or guidance counselors' offices.
Every year, teachers are nominated. Upon their nomination, they get a certificate to say that they're nominated. We usually bring them something else. Last year, we did a caramel apple.
After the nominations are in, an independent panel of judges reviews the submissions before winners are chosen. 4 to 5 winners are chosen every year, and those winners will receive a plaque and a gift card. A group of curlers are on their way to nationals.
Coming up after the break, we'll tell you about the Wausau women trying to win it all. After Weather with Jeff, right here on Newswatch 12.
Spread the love this February at Cellcom. Now through February 19th, buy one smartphone and get one free. Choose from the latest phones by top brands. A deal almost as sweet as your Valentine. Plus, spread the love even more and buy one, get one free on connected tablets, smartwatches, and cameras. Mix and match to get something for you and for the ones you love. Visit Cellcom.com/BOGO for details.
Right now is absolutely the best time of year to buy furniture. And Slumberland Furniture is the best place during our huge President's Sale. Come see our special offers throughout the store. Plus, special financing is available for convenient monthly payments. And did you know Slumberland offers custom fabrics and colors at no extra charge? Check out this gorgeous sectional, and it comes with a free ottoman. Plus, so much more during our huge President's Sale at Slumberland Furniture.
Northwoods Firearms in Crandon. We sell anything freedom. Firearms, ammunition, parts, and accessories. We buy, sell, and trade all types of firearms. We specialize in custom-built rifles and fully equipped setup hunting rifles. Silencer shop power dealer with kiosk. Factory trained and certified Cerakote applicator. We handle all types of firearms transfers as well as NFA weapon deals. Our focus is on you and delivering one-of-a-kind products. Embrace your freedom at Northwoods Firearms in Crandon.
'Cause all that I want is for you to be happy. Give me a chance to show that you can be. Well, open your eyes and you'll see the way I see. 'Cause all that I want is for you to be happy with me.
For adventure, for climbing, for splashing, for towing, for premium, for capable. The GMC AT4 lineup, premium and capable. That's professional grade from GMC. Or get 2.9% APR and no monthly payments for 90 days on turbo high output engine Sierra light duty models.
Welcome back, my friends. Okay, the results are coming back in from January, and January came back as the 6th warmest January on record in the U.S. Also, for us, this is different because January was also the top 3 cloudiest January on record in Wisconsin, and those records go back 74 years. So if it felt cloudy in January, it was, especially for Wisconsin, mostly Great Lakes, and back to the west across parts of Montana. Okay, for us, though, not so much today. Look at all the clear skies out there. A gorgeous day, and that gave temperatures a boost up into the 40s for highs. That's not normal. The average high being 25, 26. All of us were above that today. In fact, we'll have low temperatures down where the average high is this time of year tonight. 35 this hour in Merrill, 31 for Antigo, 40 for Green Bay. So yeah, this is not normal. It felt like spring today. We'll get more of that in the air for tomorrow. In fact, tomorrow, low to mid 40s again. A bit cooler on Wednesday. We'll take it, okay. But then look what happens, right? Thursday into Friday, high temperatures near 20, meaning much of Thursday and Friday spent in the teens with a gusty northwest wind. We're going to feel that, but then right back up again. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, high temperatures back up near 40 again. Okay, so last week the ice coverage on the Great Lakes was around 18%. Now it's back to about 7%, courtesy of that warm weather we've had across the region. So not really a good ice pack out there at all this season. Peaked at about 20% a couple of weeks ago. We have issues, though. Not tonight, but for tomorrow night. Remember a couple weeks ago, we got that rain on top of the snowpack on the roads, and it turned all the roads to a slippery ice sheet, right? Well, we're going to do that again tomorrow night. We have a lot of rain showers on the way tomorrow evening. It's going to fall on top of a snowpack, and in some cases still pack down snow on sidewalks and also driveways, and that's going to lead to lots of accidents again. So tomorrow night into early parts of Wednesday, we have rain showers on the way. So again, not tonight, but tomorrow night, as this system here and that system there kind of come together. There is a lot of moisture with this system, by the way. We could see an inch of rainfall tomorrow evening. That's just not normal in February on top of the snow. Let's walk you through it. Here we are. Round 1 comes in tomorrow evening. Here's 11 o'clock tomorrow night. Locally heavy rainfall across the area tomorrow night. As the snow is well back into parts of Minnesota, it'll stay all rain. Round 1 will. Round 2, a little bit of snow gets in here Wednesday afternoon, 1 o'clock or so. This could give us a dusting, maybe an inch of snow on Wednesday. And then the second system gets in here. It's a colder one, but it's going to travel to our south on Thursday. So if you're traveling south, Green Bay, Milwaukee, Madison again, they could see a 4, 5, 6-inch snowfall there. Northwoods, though, up this way, most likely just some flurries and some light snow for us once again. We're just going to miss a pretty heavy snowfall across southern parts of Wisconsin again. So if you're traveling south on Thursday, it's going to be an issue for you over there. Here's that energy now. A live look right now at Mount Rainier, snowing heavily across the Pacific Northwest. That that's the energy that's moving our way for Thursday. Our forecast then tonight, though, is lots of clear skies out there. Low temperatures or not so low. Low temperatures down near 25. Keep in mind the average high temperature is 25 with a southwest breeze around 5 to 15. For tomorrow, it's Tuesday already. Lots of clouds out there, increasing clouds, breezy. The rain should hold off until about this time tomorrow evening. It's going to be a close call, though. There could be some light showers throughout the afternoon. Most of us will stay dry until sunset with a high temperature near 43. And then looking ahead, your 7-day forecast by Northwoods Furniture and Mattress shows tomorrow, rain tomorrow night, ending as some light snow on Wednesday. Not a big snow. A little bit of light snow showers are possible late Thursday, lake effect showers north. And look what happens. Thursday and Friday, highs back in the 20s. Over the weekend, though, highs back up near 40. Dan and Jessica?
Thanks, Jeff. Some students don't have a place to go right after school, often because both parents work.
But starting this school year, Merrill kids will have a place to have fun and stay safe. An event celebrating a new Boys and Girls Club in Merrill is happening right now. The club started at the beginning of this school year with funding from Church Mutual and is serving students at the Prairie River Middle School. It's administered by the Boys and Girls Club of the Wausau area in partnership with Merrill Area Public Schools. The Merrill site is open to students in grades 5th through 8th until 6:30 p.m. on school days. Students who participate in the Boys and Girls Club programming will have fun while learning citizenship and life skills. Activities include community service projects, crafts, games, cooking, and learning about healthy lifestyle choices.
The Lakeland girls Nordic ski team just won state for the third time in 4 years. Here's a picture from after the escort into town last night by local emergency responders. The team was powered by Sylvia Meza, Stella Meza, and Grace Kern, who took 4th, 7th, and 9th. Bryn Teeter was the top Rhinelander skier in 25th. Then on the boys' side, Casey Van Hefty missed out on his 3rd straight state individual championship, but still made the podium at 3rd place. Lakeland's Leo Roeder took 18th. Later this week, 32 teams will compete in nationals for the U.S. Women's Curling Association.
5 of those teams are in Wisconsin, with 1 being from the north central part of the state. 4 members of the Wausau Curling Club will compete in Bowling Green, Ohio for the event. The tournament will include 10 rounds. Usually clubs play only 8. Team member Terry Gleason says that the longer matches will present its challenges.
10 ends is a long game, and that is really tough to do. So we're looking and seeing a lot more younger people getting into this, and we're glad to see that.
Gleason added that the team is working on its finishing touches at their group gatherings. Her focus is setting up her shots.
To me, league is a really great place to practice all those things. So I tried to do some doubles and tried to do some ticks and that kind of thing. We did it more on our own.
It will not be the first time the team has competed at this level. They took 3rd place a few years ago. The Wausau Curling Club will head to Ohio in the coming days. The festivities begin Wednesday night and run through Sunday. Coming up, we'll hear some tips on keeping your Valentine's Day disaster-free,
including why you should keep a close look on left-out chocolate and foil balloons. We'll be right back.
As a nurse, your capacity to give is superhuman until it's not. These days, nearly every nurse is exhausted. You deserve an employer who shares your passion for keeping people healthy, including you. Join Peter Christensen Health Center today. Work fewer hours, enjoy regular schedules, rebalance your life with your passion. Your loved ones will thank you. Your new healthcare team will appreciate you. And your new patients will be grateful for you. Quit the chaos. Be your best self. Join us today.
Menke Automotive is your new neighbor in central Wisconsin. So now you've got a friend in the auto business. Menke Automotive prides ourselves on having happy employees because happy employees make for happy customers. When you need a new Buick, GMC, or Mazda, expert service, precision body work, or just a hot cup of coffee, come in and get to know us at Menke Automotive at the old Fred Miller location on Grand Avenue in Schofield. Menke Automotive, your new neighbors in central Wisconsin.
The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline is here and ready to help. Anyone in Wisconsin can call, text, or chat to get connected to a trained 988 counselor. Trained counselors are here to support anyone experiencing a suicidal, mental health, or substance use crisis. You can also contact 988 if you're concerned about someone. 988 is confidential and free to all Wisconsin residents. 988 24/7. Call, text, chat. Here to support you.
Whether it's for work or play, you want a truck that'll get the job done right. We have them all. Half-ton trucks, Power Strokes, Cummins, Duramax, SUVs, over 800 to choose from. Know that all Lenz trucks are fully inspected, certified clean, can be purchased online, and can be delivered right to your door. It's our way of saying thanks to our past and future customers for the last 35 years. Go now to LenzTruck.com.
Lenz Truck.
Madison liberals are trying to take over the Wisconsin Supreme Court. That's why we need to elect conservative Justice Dan Kelly. Dan Kelly has a proven record of protecting our freedoms and cast the deciding vote to end the COVID lockdowns of our schools and businesses. Sheriffs across Wisconsin have endorsed Dan Kelly because he has a record of enforcing the law. On February 21st, vote conservative Justice Dan Kelly for Wisconsin Supreme Court. Fair Courts America paid for and is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Balloons can be part of a Valentine's Day gift, but if you're not careful, it can leave you and thousands of others in the dark. Here's some video from WPS showing what happens when mylar or foil balloons come into contact with power lines. The balloons act as a conductor, creating a short circuit. Not only can balloons knock out power, but the short circuit from the balloon can also cause power lines to fall onto the ground. One of the most popular gifts for Valentine's Day is, of course, chocolate.
And while we may love it, chocolate is extremely toxic to dogs and cats. Many of these delicious chocolates and sweets contain toxic ingredients such as nuts, which can also be a potential choking hazard to pets. Dr. Carrie Brecky, a veterinarian from the Animal Healthcare Center, says if pets consume these items, it can be devastating.
You know, chocolate can cause some pretty bad GI upset, vomiting, diarrhea, heart problems, seizures, death if they eat enough of it. So it can be scary.
She says if your pet eats anything that it's not supposed to, be sure to visit your local veterinarian. We'll be back with the final check of the forecast.
Lane's Farm and Fleet is hosting a hiring event for our new Rhinelander location coming this spring. We're hiring part-time and full-time for our store and automotive service center. Join us at the Pines Event Center in Rhinelander as we meet with candidates on Tuesday, February 14th through the 16th from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. One of Forbes' best mid-size employers 4 years in a row. Blaine's Farm and Fleet offers competitive pay, great benefits, and paid holidays off. See you on the 14th through the 16th at the Pines Event Center.
Season after season, year after year, customers have found that when it comes to replacing their windows, there's only one company to call. Renewal by Andersen. Call the number at the bottom of your screen right now and take advantage of this limited time offer. So what makes Renewal by Andersen so good? Fibrix, an innovative composite material exclusive to Andersen that provides strength and durability, far surpassing vinyl. In fact, it won't warp or bow over time like vinyl does. Get the window replacement solution proven to stand the test of time, plus the peace of mind that comes from a superior service experience. That's Renewal by Andersen. Now is the perfect time to call for your free window diagnosis. This fantastic offer is available only for a limited time. Don't delay and miss out. Here's your opportunity to save money without compromising on quality. Call now before this remarkable offer expires. Renewal by Andersen. The better way to a better window.
See the exceptional selection of jewelry at Golden Carat Jewelers. Artistic handmade jewelry by Michu and Bella Trois. Fashion-forward designs by Mira T. and Frederick Sage. The latest trends and the forever classics from Facet Barcelona, Catan, and more. Your full-service jewelry store in downtown Minocqua, Golden Carat Jewelers has a surprise for everyone.
I'm Michael Londra, and Ireland with Michael is a chance for me to tell you everything I love about my home country the only way I know how, through music. It's a TV show, it's a live theatrical experience, and it's a journey through Ireland hosted by yours truly.
Ireland with Michael, live,
Friday, March 3rd at the Grand Theater Wausau. Tickets at grandtheater.org.
Well, Jeff and Dan, Monday was just another day at the office for Wausau firefighters. The fire department released a parody of The Office today showing off their comedic side. The video is meant as a dedication to the 12 new firefighter positions Wausau was able to create in 2022, partially through the FEMA Safer Grant. The video follows a new probationary firefighter as he navigates his way through his new career and tries to find his place in the new department. Looks like a fun time.
Well, I feel less like The Office today because they didn't have a live audience. I feel more like Friends or Seinfeld because we do have a live audience.
Look at this live audience we have today. The Girl Scouts are here. Wave, everybody. Say hi. Yes, we have a nice... Can you see yourself on TV there? All right, they've been a great audience for our 6 o'clock show. Thank you guys very much. Hope you're learning something today. Let's go check on the weather graphics as well. We're looking at temperatures hanging out in the 30s. Very comfortable air. It does not feel like February, right? But it is. The average high being about 25. All of us were near 40 today. We got some stuff going on, though. So lots of clear skies today, but the clouds are increasing out there tomorrow. And we have rain entering the picture tomorrow night. Now, that rain is going to fall on a frozen ground and also on a snowpack and also on many sidewalks still that have snow covered on them and back roads as well. That will make everything a sheet of ice early Wednesday morning like it was 3 weeks ago. That's going to be a thing. And then beyond that, it gets cold around here Thursday and Friday, but then right back up near 40 over the weekend.
You know, with the rain, it might be a good time to order your Girl Scout cookies online.
Yes. Just an idea. What do you think, girls? Can we do it? Who do I talk to? Okay.
Well, that's all the time we have. We'll see you back here at 10.
Mr. Food Test Kitchen is brought to you by Golden Carrot Jewelers.
Over the years, we've made spaghetti every which way. We've served it topped with meatballs and sauce, tossed it with pesto, and even shaped it into a pie filled with ricotta cheese. Well, today, we're going all out with something new. A baked spaghetti cake that's brimming with crumbled sausage, Italian cheeses, and of course, spaghetti. Just watch how easy it is. We start by adding some ricotta and Parmesan cheese to a few beaten eggs, along with garlic powder, black pepper, and some spaghetti sauce. After that's mixed, we add some crumbled Italian sausage that we cooked with chopped green peppers and onions.